Welcome my friends and welcome to a new video of Gaming Fin, so Ubisoft Entertainment. Oh my god, so we got all of you know the news. So the subsidiary that has been created between Ubisoft and Tencent, and then for a short moment the stock was up 10% and then it dropped like substantially since then. So this was the moment the stock was up. So we went up to over 14, let's say 14 euros, over 14 euros, and since then actually the market didn't like it so much, so we dropped 25%. That's what we are down right now. So the big question remains, what is this new subsidiary that has been created by the Guillemot brothers and Tencent? What is it bringing to the table? What is it bringing to the table of the company? So guys, I didn't upload the whole weekend, so the news came out on Thursday last week, so I was traveling, and then on Friday, on Friday I should have updated the video, but I wrote a lot about this on my X account, and then the weekend I actually got a little bit sick, so I didn't upload. So you see, being a YouTuber is something is actually really human, because sometimes you're sick and you cannot upload a video to something, and then you just look how a stock is dropping. So you know, guys, I'm invested in Ubisoft, so because I had different hypotheses, and there are actually, what happened. The subsidiary is the one that I didn't like. The subsidiary is the one I didn't like. And then at one moment I thought like, it seems like the market actually like it. So 25% from Tencent in this new entity. This means I would like quadruple the value of those IPs. I thought like, so this is how the market thinks. But I was asking myself, so how is this even possible? We cannot just create a market cap value for Ubisoft out of thin air. Ubisoft would keep the control, so still this entity is part of Ubisoft, but Tencent is now getting 25% of this entity. So something simply doesn't add up. And it seems the market thought it thinks the same like I do. So something does not add up. So it is not clear. It is not clear if it's a delusion of shareholder value here, or if it actually creating more asset value for us. So in the end, market decided it's a delusion, in my opinion. So otherwise the stock wouldn't have dropped 25%, because that's 1/4. This is the 1/4 where I don't get anything. I don't get anything as a shareholder, anything from Tencent now, except that the Guillemot management is telling me, so hey, look, you get money from Tencent. We just give them 25%. You shareholder, Mr. and you shareholder, you get just the survival of the company. But I, as a shareholder, my thesis was I wanted actually Ubisoft to be acquired or simply stay as it was before. So, or being acquired by Tencent or any other company. So the acquisition obviously is not happening, and it's not happening in the near term. Therefore, this is also why the market doesn't like it. The market was also betting actually on an acquisition. So not a lot happened. So we were at the lowest point. We were like under 10 euros. Then we went back to like 10, 11 euros. And then everyone was like 20%. This is on the hope that there is going to be an acquisition. But the acquisition is a bit more far away now. So this thesis could slowly die out. So the other thesis is now we want to see. I'm still invested. And guys, I mean, you see here, this is absolutely no investment advice. So I'm just letting you participate in my journey to lose money. Yeah, so if you were investing on Ubisoft on the basis of my videos, so you probably have an issue. So you shouldn't do this. So so I'm still invested. This means I'm still reflecting. What this new entity means for shareholders, and I want to see some clarity. I want to see more clarity from the management. So now you say, you don't get any clarity from the Guillemot brothers. They don't give it to you. They just think about control. The thing is, they really think about control. They don't really care about the value of the company. They probably would prefer to take the company private, that they don't have to justify themselves. So this is sometimes an issue of old men. I have to say so. If the older guys get, the more difficult it is for them to understand that there's an issue actually with the company, because otherwise the company would not have dropped like this badly since 21. Since 21, guys, this company is dropping. So this is not a joke. This is not a joke. There's something has to change here. So in this new entity, okay, now we get like this new entity means that Ubisoft gets more money. Now they can continue to create some more games. Okay, did they going to change the way how they create games? Do they going to restructure also the company a bit better? Are they going to make games a little bit more mainstream gaming community orientated, less woke? Is this what is going to happen? Are we going to look for games that make actually money, that bring money in? What is going on here? So this is actually where I need the information, and I need the management from Ubisoft, the CEO, the Guillemot Corporation. I need them. I need those people to come out and tell also the shareholders what this means, because for shareholders there was little information, and therefore shareholders are really puzzling here now, reflecting is it actually a company that is worth now holding, because it's probably more difficult that now Ubisoft as a whole gets acquired. So not just some IPs got acquired, but what is actually as a shareholder my property or of those IPs. So how am I part of those people that have the control over this, over those IPs? That's a good question. So, all right, guys. So therefore, at the moment, I'm holding. I'm not recommending anything. You do your own mistakes. So I'm also not happy as a shareholder. I'm not happy, guys. I'm telling you this. What we saw now this week, this is typically a short seller attack. So obviously very, very strong short seller attack. Let's see how this consolidates. But of course, if there's a risk that we fall now under the 10 euros due to the subsidiary entity thing, then it's another thesis, than when we were dropping, just because Assassin's Creed Shadows would have been a flop. So I was fine for Assassin's Creed Shadows to be not successful if the company would have then be acquired for, let's say, 20, 30 euros. But now we are a bit in the limbo. So, and I wanted to make this video that you understand this. So I'm also in the reflection process now. Maybe at one point I'm going to cut strings, and then I just take the loss and I'm selling my share. So that's what investment is. If you make a bet and you see the bet is not working out, it's going actually in the opposite direction, then you sometimes have to take a decision as well. And then you have to take the losses before it's too late. So that's part of investing. I'm not 100% sure whether or not I do this right now. So I want to see some form of consolidation here. I want to see how this plays out, because obviously now we are like three days after the creation of this entity. So everything can happen. So we can there can also finally come some more information by Guillemot brothers, and then the world looks a little bit more green again. But until then, be cautious. So don't touch Ubisoft, I guess. If you're not invested in Ubisoft, so I wouldn't look at it right now. If you're invested in Ubisoft, so make your own research, make your own reflections. You have to think about your thesis, why you invested into it, if it's still working for you. And if you're happy that Ubisoft goes down, hey, fair enough. I mean, it's a free world. So I'm not happy that it goes down. I'm actually also happy with the Assassin's Creed Shadows game. So I think they delivered a very good product, and probably also the numbers will show this. And I think Ubisoft has a chance to come back as a company with some decent products, with some decent support from Tencent. So everything is possible here, guys. So don't underestimate Ubisoft. So you saw the whole day already we went back like 4%. So it starts to consolidate a little bit. So, but hey, I have not more information than you in this regard. So, all right, guys, thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.